Morning. Good morning. I don't know if I have scrambled eggs on my face. Not quite sure. So if I do, just ignore it. I am getting ready to go get my hair done. I totally forgot that I had an appointment. I knew it was coming up, and I got a text from her yesterday as a reminder, which is great. A couple things. I need coffee. Extra coffee. I didn't fall asleep until, probably 11:30, 12. I couldn't sleep. And then I woke up ready to go at 5:42. And I was walking Bug this morning, as I do, about every day. And we were walking by the neighbor's house. We live on a cul-de-sac. And Bug hasn't gotten very many smells. He didn't get any yesterday because it was so hot. So hot. He walked maybe a mile total, if that. Anyway, when we were walking back from the neighbor's house, I let him go up close to a magnolia, the tree, the trunk, because I thought, just let him stand here, let him get his smells out. And something flew out of the leaves and about scared the bejeebers out. I stopped because I thought, wow, what just happened? What just happened? It was a duck. There is a duck nesting in the mulch and the leaves around the magnolia tree. I'm leaving. Give me 1 second. Hi, Buggy. Love you. Have a good day. So, the animal count keeps getting bigger. I need to let the neighbor know that they have a mother. And I was going to say an expectant mother, but no. She's already given birth. We're waiting on the birth out of the eggs. So since we've moved in, we've had a turtle, deer, rabbit, squirrel. Those are normal. Geese, a duck, a horse, and I love living here. I've always wanted a pair of aviator type sunglasses. Never pulled the trigger until I saw these. I got these from Amazon, and they actually come in several colors and several patterns on the side pieces. They are very, very comfortable. They're lightweight, and they have the little nose pieces here. They also come with this polishing or cleaning cloth and this little case. I feel like I have a smaller face, but I think these actually look okay. I've been home for a while working and such, as one does, while this lazy that right there is his forehead. He needs a job. I went outside for maybe 10 minutes to place some new landscaping lights that I got in, and it is hot with a capital H. It's 90 some degrees. I love heat, but when I have to play tennis tonight, I'm not very happy about that. So I'm drinking a ton of water. I also bought some landscaping lights. I bought 4 more of those positional ones that I really, really love. And I bought some decorative ones. And I'm really going to love those too because they're copper color. So I wanted to just add a little pop of something right in there. And I'll show you how easy they are to put together. And this is the first time I'm using these. So I'm impressed with the quality. I have to tell you a story. This is a complicated story, but I promise I will land the plane very quickly. A couple of months ago, I bought some really cute landscaping lights from Walmart, and I was going to share them. I bought 6 of them because I wanted to use them around the house. They're so cute, and the quality was excellent. By the time I went to share them, they didn't sell them anymore. Gone. Finito. Bye-bye. Arrivederci. Gone. So I took them back to Walmart, walked up to the counter, said, I need to return these. Oh, I'm sorry. You can't return these. You have to call a 1-800 number. So I came home, called the 1-800 number, which was Walmart. They had to contact the third party, and they had to send me a return label. I had to wait a couple of days for them to send me the label. I got the label, put it on the label, wasn't really looking at the label. I just slapped it on. And I had 2 boxes of lights, mind you, 2 boxes. They sent me 1 return label. I printed it out twice, went to Walmart, and they said, we don't accept these. You have to send them back to wherever this label is going, which happened to be FedEx. I took them to FedEx. They scanned them and said, I'm sorry, but you can't return these like this because it has the same label. I said, that's the only thing that the company sent me. They said, well, I'm sorry, you can return 1. I had a 7-day window to return these. So I bought a $12.75 box to send both boxes in. And then I emailed the company and said, I sent 2 boxes in that 1 box. I got a message back saying, we refunded you for 1 box. I said, wait a minute. I sent you 2. So they gave me the money back. Now that leads me to this next thing. I ordered some more lantern style hanging solar lights from Amazon. Okay, reviews weren't 5-star, but they were 4 point something. I get them in the mail. I open them up and I thought, these are going to have to get the benefit of the doubt. To be honest, when I looked at them, I thought, man, they look a little chintzy, a little bit. So I'm laughing because if the neighbor had a ring, a ring camera, I would love to see it. So I am outside with my measuring stick, measuring the long row of bushes. I have my hammer. I have all of the parts. I start putting the parts together. Now, if you know anything about metal and parts, I would prefer 1 long piece of metal, not 2 that you put together with like a little connector screw thingamabob, because they're weak in that spot. So I started to try to put these connector things together. I was so impressed by the lights from Walmart, the 2 that I kept. The quality was amazing. And that shepherd hook light, you know, I'm going to use my finger to draw. It comes down around here and then has like one of these. It has one of these on the bottom. I'm putting something together. It has one of these. And then the shepherd's hook is attached to this. So it's very, very sturdy. Well, these had a plastic stake that I had to hammer in the ground, and then the shepherd hook fit down into a hole. So you've got the plastic stake with a hole, and then you put the shepherd hook down in there, the multiple piece shepherd hook. My brain is wired to always give the benefit of the doubt, and it's gotten me in more trouble than not. I know. It just has. I always say, They'll change. It'll change. It'll work. It will be better. So as I'm looking at these flimsy pieces, I'm thinking, it will work. So I hammer the first one down and the edge of the little stake breaks off. And I thought, it will be okay. I put the shepherd hook down in the hole of the stake and it's crooked. So I move it back a little bit and hang the lantern. I stand back and it's like this. If you hear snoring, it's Bug. So I put the second one in. It worked okay. I put the shepherd hook in, still crooked. I got to the fourth one. The stake broke. I tried to jam it in there so hard and I took the hammer and it just went. Needless to say, Amazon got it back in pieces and parts and bent metal. I was so angry because I wasted about an hour outside with this. So I only share things that I really like. Anywho, I am going to show you the lights that I see. Now I'm landing the plane. Now I'm wondering, I'm sitting here thinking, why have I told this whole story? It's because of this. This is why I just went through that whole story about the stuff I had from Amazon, those shepherd hook things that were plastic. These are metal. These are metal. This is metal. This is all metal. This is great quality. That's what I was looking for. And these are the little lamps that I'm putting out in the back. So what you do when you get them out of the box, you get 4 in a box. Hold on one second. You take these off. There's a little switch on the inside. When you turn it on, that's what it will soak up the sun. And then you put this back on, which is glass. And then I'm going to take these outside. I'm going to put them down in the ground. And then you put this on, that on, and they are supposed to shine really pretty lights down. So I will have down lights, I will have spotlights, and I will have the Edison lights. So planes should be able to see our new patio. This is what they look like in the ground. I put one here, one there, and then the bed over there. I also use 2 of the solar lights, the other ones that you can position. They're more like spotlights. I'm shining one up on that bird bath and one over there on that urn. So this is what they look like in the ground. I put one here, one there, and then the bed over there. I also used 2 of the solar lights, the other ones that you can position. They're more like spotlights. I'm shining one up on that bird bath and one over there on that urn. I just got home a little bit ago. We won all 3 courts. This is a 55 and older mixed doubles. So there are men and women playing against each other, but we won all the courts. So that was good. But I wanted to show you what this looks like. This is what I was dreaming of. I will show you a video that I took the other night of just the Edison lights. And then I'll do a video with the other 4 metal, the pretty ones, and the 2 spotlights. So you can see the difference. It's not as dark as it was in the video. I'm going to still do it right now because it's so pretty. I crave a real connection. It looks a million times better with extra lights. It just brings everything down from the top of the fence down. And then I'm going to try to find some stuff for the tree yet. I'll show you the tree. I'm thinking that tree needs some stuff hanging in it. That's what I think. Again, I'm trying to make this look like an airport. I'm just joking, but I really think we should have something sparkling up in that tree. At some point I'm going to go in, but I've just been sitting here in the peace and quiet, and I actually heard ducks, and that is prompting me to tell you that the neighbor was getting in his car today, and I probably look like a stalker because I was walking as he was pulling out his driveway. I'm walking along the tree line, and he stopped, and I said, "Hey, there's a mama duck out there by your tree." And he said that every year or so there are ducks that do that. So then I was walking Bug around the house and saw his wife, and she was taking water out to the mama ducks. So she's being pampered and taken care of.